I join them all. But please let me thank again, personally and really from my heart, my dear friend Federica, without whom I would not be here and nothing of this would be now, and especially her work as a bridge between cultures, between languages, between countries, and between new friends, making other new friends. So I really thank Federica again. Please. I asked, in fact, Federica and I, we asked the other authors, the other Italian authors, who unfortunately none of them could come for various reasons, if they wanted us to be their mouthpieces and say something on their behalf. And, well, all of them, of course, thanked all the people that have been thanked, and I won't do it again. But there were some very warm-hearted, specific thanks, which I think are particularly interesting to share. Giulio Mozzi, for instance. He's a very accomplished writer and editor for a very prestigious publishing house in Audi. Apart from personal thanks and so on, he asked me to say that being forced to make a reflection, to ponder, to contemplate the meaning and the experience and the feelings of displacement, which we were all asked to do in order to write these stories, came at a very specific time of his life and was transformative also in his personal life. And this touched me personally very much, because this is basically what being a writer is. That's the experience of being a writer. Contemplating, maybe starting from an intellectual curiosity or intellectual start of any kind, some topic, and then making it something that is really personal and necessary. And then several of them, in fact almost all of them, asked me to thank the translator, Cormac, whom I can see now here, for this is very important, because in Italy especially we have a very big problem with how translators are treated. Federica knows a lot about this, because she's a translator too. And translators are the bridges. It's almost a tautology, and it's so important that their work is validated and appreciated. And as a writer myself, I have lots of relationship with my translators in several languages, and what a wonderful collaboration it is, and how important it is to really appreciate their work. And then there was Gaia. Gaia, she was so enthusiastic, and I'm so sorry that she's not here. Anybody of you who has met her knows exactly what I'm talking about. And her spirit and humor would have brought wit and delight to all of us. And she was particularly happy of being translated in this country, which she feels, as Federica feels, in many ways, a sort of kindred spirit country. So I'm here to bring you Gaia's enthusiasm. And then there was Ivano Porpora, and there's Gianpaolo Trebisi, and Fabio Bussotti, who asked us all, and I think he really meant all of us, to drink at the end of this very serious gathering to this book. I think that's it. I think
now I have to rate her.
I have to reread the story. Okay. In fact, this is a very, very, very short story, which I wrote a long time ago, and it's basically more a vignette than a short story. Anyway, I'll do it. It's called Hong Kong Fishbowl. On Friday nights, when the pub is soaked in smoke and bodies, and many elbows threaten to topple the overflowing glasses, we, the waitresses, have to be very swift. As Donna and I are rather tall, we're growing formidable biceps on our left arms. We hold the trays high above our heads, and with iron smiles of determination, we fend off the crowds. But my lies short, though full of exotic charm, and has no choice but to swim underwood. She plunges with her heavy loads of drinks beneath the tight line of waving cigarettes and stray menacing limbs. She waddles gracefully, a real barfish, holding her breath like a pearl diver, and then pops out from some mysterious depth, offering her catch of beers to just the right customer. She's a natural, no doubt. She's also very good with words. On slower days, like Sunday afternoons, we even hold contests. We choose a long word like astro-metaphysical or cinematographical, and fill in lists of words that can be made out of those letters. Myla is from the Philippines, and I also am not a native English speaker, so very often when we're lost for words, we seek help from the bar's menu. This being a very old British pub in the heart of Hong Kong, Mad Dogs, the name, no less, our list of words often includes pasty, ploughman's lunch, and bangers. Not to mention truffle, which is of course a favorite. We jot it in whenever possible. I dream of a multi-syllabic English word which includes all the letters of fish and chips. I haven't found it yet. I don't drink beer. I actually don't know much about beer. Just for the sake of professionalism, I've learned some basic concepts: bitter, draft, straight glass, pint. But I belong to a culture of wine and grapes. Seeing wine put as a single entry on the list of spirits, which boasts detailed descriptions of beers and cocktails, with the only distinction between red and white, makes me shudder. I'm sorry. Americans are the best tippers, as everybody knows. We have been trained since early childhood. The Chinese are the worst. Whenever a group of Chinese businessmen, or heaven forbid business women, enters the pub, we girls all pretend to be very, very busy. We serve other tables, wipe ashtrays. If we're really short of chores, we start doing cutlery. Doing cutlery means neatly folding paper napkins around a fork and a spoon, a fork and a knife, or just a spoon. As a special request, you can also provide personalized combinations: 2 forks, a single knife, or for the weirdos, a spoon and a toothpick. There's an elaborate technique involved, and each of us has a distinctive style. Mind you, the Chinese businessmen and women are extremely polite. They don't doodle on menus and know quickly what to order. Their only drawback is when they insist on having something with chicken. They are not satisfied with their only poultry item, chicken liver pate. It doesn't look like chicken. Otherwise, serving them is pleasantly efficient. Their tips, forget them. But when Americans walk in, we sprint. I go, we all shout, and often it's nothing less than a race. We smile, pull back our curls, walk jauntily towards them. It's the real pros like Myla who, unless really busy at some other table, get to them first. The new inexperienced ones, like Linda and I, more often than not are left behind to cutlery. It's fair enough, I guess, experience stakes its claims. But Myla and Donna and all the old hands were busy elsewhere last night, and I was the one for once to get the big catch. 3 Texan sailors on leave, a waitress's dream come true. Moreover, they were sailing back home after the Gulf War, the first one. There's no better time to empty one's pocket than the homecoming after fighting, and I was there, ready to take their orders. They asked me, where did they come from? Like everybody always does. Like with everybody else, I chirped yes. I didn't leave them time to answer, and I moved off swiftly with their orders to the bar. It's a known trick. As I'm not short nor too dark, my armpits are shaved, and there is no hint of a moustache on my upper lip, nobody thinks I'm Italian. Clichés are diehards. In Hong Kong, perhaps more than anywhere else. When customers try to guess, they always start from way up north, because the sun of Thailand has bleached my hair. Some nights ago, a drunken Scot yelled at me, "You must be from Reykjavik, Iceland." "No, I'm from Rome, Italy," I yelled back. We had to shout because it was a very loud night, nothing personal. He shook his head as if in a private sorrow. "The world is changing," he groaned. When I came back to the sailors with their beers, they told me the results of their debate. "You are Polish," exclaimed the bald one, with the nose of a bird of prey and sinewy shoulders. "Maybe you're Swiss?" said the youngest one timidly. "I'm sure you're not Chinese," said the thoughtful one with glasses. As usual, the news that I'm Italian was greeted by loud, astonished wows. I could see from their grins that this was an unexpected plus. I have a feeling that an Italian waitress in Hong Kong is rare enough to be considered wildly exotic and promisingly sexy, whatever she looks like. At 1, my shift was over. I stripped off the uniform and changed back into my clothes. The 3 guys were waiting to buy me drinks. They told me about the war they won but didn't fight. They were talking all at once. We got there when the show was over. I could see they were very disappointed. But then, even the guys who did fight didn't have much fun. It was just pushing buttons and watching videos. "It was a clean job," said the one with spectacles. "Too clean for me," said Big Bald Google. A thin wall of silence cut us off from the noisy bar. "Well," I said, "some 100,000 people seem to have died." "Oh, those don't count," answered the youngest one softly. "Those were just soldiers." Thank you.